Sketching is probably the most important part of the drawing process. It's where your ideas are first formed, where they are fleshed out, and the images in your head become a reality. So it's probably a good idea to always have access to a sketchbook. That was my idea with the Mini 5. If I could take this, a sketchbook, and turn it into this, a digital sketchbook, that would be amazing. I've been using the Mini 5 as my primary drawing device for the past 6 months, and want to give my thoughts and opinions on using it as a sketchbook and much more. For me, a sketchbook is a space to be creative and develop ideas. It is also a place I can practice my drawings, and be comfortable experimenting and even making mistakes. More freeform, less of a well thought out plan. I also want it to be portable and easy to use, not frustrating. For me, the Mini is all that and more. In the past, other portable drawing devices would meet one or two of these standards, but usually fall flat in other places. I feel a lot of my ideals for a sketchbook are met through iOS's ease of use. Just like a sketchbook, within seconds you can go from nothing to drawing. Some might say any iPad would allow you to do this, but I feel the Mini puts me in a mindset much closer to that of when I use a traditional sketchbook. I'm not looking to make a masterpiece, I just want to get my thoughts on paper, or screen? With the larger iPads, my mindset becomes more serious. I plan to sit down and do some proper work for an hour or more. This usually entails more accessories, a stand, keyboard, etc. The larger sized iPads feel like they are the canvas, whereas the Mini is the sketchbook where you planned your masterpiece. I feel this analogy works even better when you consider how easy it is to transfer a sketch, still as a PSD, from a Mini to a larger iPad with AirDrop. In this way, it is easy to see the Mini as a tool for learning, experimenting, sketching, and just a more free and spontaneous device. That's not to say that you can't sketch with other iPads. I just feel that the iPad Mini is more conducive to a workflow similar to that of a sketchbook. Between iOS and the size of the Mini, it's very easy to see yourself just opening the iPad anywhere, going to Procreate, and getting started within seconds. Any little moment I have, I pull out the Mini and I start drawing. But the Mini is more than just a sketchbook. Since it's easy to pack in a bag and very inviting, I always take it with me and always have access to sketch, draw, and be creative whenever I want. Drawing on planes, trains, buses, in class, at lunch, standing up, anywhere is possible with the iPad Mini. If you have a moment of free time, the Mini is there to fill it. You'd be surprised at how, in short increments, these moments add up, and in this way, whenever I have a free moment, I'm able to continue my projects or start new sketches. You might say, what's the difference between the medium-sized iPad and the Mini? I think it has a lot to do with the mindset and these small moments. When I was taking my 9.7-inch Pro with me, I felt like I had to sit down to actually draw, and this would mean I'd like to spend about 15 minutes or more drawing something. But with the Mini, even though it's just one size smaller, I'm much more open to just drawing for a few minutes, chipping away at a piece, rather than sitting down and really tackling it. I've also really enjoyed the Mini while traveling. I always want to take a drawing device with me when I travel, just to keep up the muscle memory. But devices like the Cintiq Companion and other Windows tablets had more of a setup time, which made me feel more committed to drawing an actual piece. And in the end, they mostly go unused, whereas the Mini needs zero setup and almost no commitment. I can always find a few moments to sketch while on vacation, and this just allows me to keep my muscle memory. In some cases, if I'm taking a really short trip, I don't even take a charger, and just make sure that the Mini's at 100% before I leave. In the end, the iPad Mini 5 has become my go-to sketchbook, and almost completely replaced my analog sketchbooks. I feel like I have a lot of little chunks of time in my life, and it's great to fill those in by sketching and doing other things with the iPad Mini. That being said, my favorite sketchbook is the Moleskine Plain Journal, and it's a very similar size to the iPad Mini. The drawing surface of the iPad Mini is a bit smaller, but in general, I've enjoyed drawing on something of this size for quite some time now. If you're someone who enjoys drawing on an A4 or larger size sketchbook, the Mini might feel too small for you, and a larger iPad might serve you better. So in deciding what size of iPad you want to buy, it's a good thing to consider what size surface you're comfortable drawing on. For me, devices like the Samsung Galaxy Note were just a bit too small for sketching, but the Mini feels just right. Since I feel comfortable with the size, and I'm always bringing it along with me, I found that I've been drawing more frequently, and that's always a good thing. But if you're someone who likes to sit down and draw for over an hour or more, the medium or large sized iPads might be the better choice for you. Being slightly bigger, it's better to rest your hands on for a longer period of time, and you have more room to work with, which might make you more productive. So that's why I learned from using the iPad Mini for 6 months. It's a really good device for those that are in a similar situation. If you have any questions, please feel free to comment, and I'll try to get back to you with the best answer I can. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, consider subscribing, and sharing the video with someone else who enjoys technology, art, etc. I'll be back with more videos like this very soon. Thank you.